To sum up the game from your vantage point, from a coaching perspective, how was the game and the performance overall from the team?
Okay. Good afternoon, maybe evening. It's a game to congratulate the players for the level of commitment during this short time together. I would like to thank them for the way they welcomed me, the way that they were respecting the things that we proposed to stay together during this short period. I think we managed to understand each other very well, and I think the performance, considering the circumstances, was really good in my eyes. We start struggling a bit. It's a difficult team to play against. They have a first chance that finishes hitting the post. It could start different the game, and then we managed to capitalize quick on set piece. And I think that from there we looks, just to summarize, I think we looks more comfortable than Stellenbosch during the game. In every phase, in every scenario, we managed to deal very well with the situations where they can make you suffer with those balls behind the fullbacks. I think Ram and Kobo did a fantastic job today. Kune appears when we need him to appear. The boys were very committed, helping us to defend. We were not the tallest team in the country today, and we defend in an exceptional way in the set pieces. I don't know how many set pieces we defend in 90 minutes, but not a joke. So they did a really good job. I think in the second half we agreed to do some certain things that help us to suffer a little bit less, and we didn't have so much problems to control the game in the second half and to not put the result in risk. One action in the end that we were a little bit kind of a distraction, but they didn't get any other chance. So overall, I think it's, like I said, it's a game to congratulate the players, because it's about them. Don't think that we as a coaches we can do usually miracles, and especially in only 2 or 3 days. Thank you to the players, thank you to the Polokwane City coaching staff. They were around helping a lot, making the environment very professional. Tabo, Joseph, Ryan, the people who was helping me here with the players together, and I think that we managed to get what we wanted, which is a trophy, and to keep good memories for us for the rest of our time.
Thank you, Coach. I'll ask Itu one question, and then you guys can go for it. Itu, on a lighter note, man, I saw the way you celebrated. It had been a while since you got a gold medal, ne? How does it feel to finally win something after a very long time?
Yeah, no, thank you, Mr. Bena. Today it wasn't all about Itu. It was all about the All-Star team. I'm happy for the DDC players who have worked so hard to catch the eye of the soccer-loving fans in our country, and they managed to vote for them. I'm more than happy for them for winning a gold medal. It gives them extra motivation to know how it feels like to win a cup in a packed stadium. Thanks to the coaching staff, thanks to everyone who has contributed in making sure that we prepare well for this game. As we all know, Stellenbosch is a very good team. They are the current champions of the Carling Cup, and I'm happy that we managed to match them. It wasn't easy traveling from Johannesburg to Polokwane to prepare. We only had 2 sessions, and we responded positively. We all come from different clubs, but when we got here, the coach presented a plan, and we took it as professionals, and we responded very well to the plan, and hence we are the champions at the end of 90 minutes.
You look at a player like yourself, Ramatre with the experience, you've got Sipana up front. What was it like, particularly playing with these younger players? I mean, on a lighter note, again, on Thursday, Uzikali called you Butum Dala. What was it like just playing with the youngsters who some of them look up to you, the likes of you and Ramatre?
Yeah, no, Zekali did call me Potom Dala, but I felt like a youngster today, the way I was enjoying the game. But yeah, I think what was more important was the respect we have amongst each other in the team. Yes, there's, that respect that we are playing with the veterans, players who've played over decades in the PSL. But we told the guys to come and enjoy the event, to come and enjoy and have a good experience. So we gave them the freedom. We didn't come here with egos to say I'm so and so and I won't listen if any youngster gives me information. Like I said, the coach presented a plan, we executed the plan, and hence we are the champions. So I think everyone deserves the credit.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go questions for coach and Itu. Let's start. Okay, we'll start here.
Question is for Itu Laurentia from Tusky Times. You obviously had 2 sessions with Coach Riveiro.
Yeah.
What do you make of him? Obviously, it's not much time, but what do you make of how he handled the sessions? Obviously, also dealing with young players, it might have been a bit strange.
I think the results and the performance today gives you answers of how he is as a coach. And since he's been in the country, he's been here for 2 seasons. He has won 2 cups already for his club. And three. My apologies, coach. I apologize. But it gives you the sense that he's a great coach. And the fact that his club went all the way to Spain to get him, they believe in him, and same as the fans here at home, they voted for him amongst the 16 other coaches. So it shows the quality as a coach. It shows how much he's dedicated to the game and his winning mentality. I mean, he assembled a team for 2 days. We managed to prepare us and people wrote us off. I mean, you would have given Stellenbosch a win just before the game started, but the fact that we got 2 early goals, it shows that we responded very well as players, and the coach and the rest of the coaching staff deserves the credit.
Okay.
Vuyo from Newsroom Africa. Coach, good afternoon, congratulations. The moment we see DDC players in a setup, with the players that you've also had on your side, I just wanted to gauge from your side what you thought about the youngsters, how they responded to yourself and how they responded to the opportunity that was given to them, of course, to be in a setup with senior players, because some of them already have in newspapers and reports with questions of whether they are ready for senior setup in their individual clubs. So I just wanted to gauge from your sense how you feel they had responded to the whole setup and the opportunity.
I think they enjoy quite a lot playing today, and that's a good symptom. They didn't look like nervous or with doubts or not trying to be the player that they are. That's the most important. They came to the field trying to express themselves. We as a coaches, one of our responsibilities is to try to create that space where the player can feel comfortable and express himself. It is the most important, and I think they answer in a very interesting way. I see the players with how can I say, like, fresh is the word, not fresh that they fit. I mean fresh, like wanting to show that they have the capacity to challenge, an exceptional team like Stellenbosch. We play against a tricky team today, and a team that is in a very good moment. Don't ever forget it. And they enjoy on the field. They play football. They did it fine. I think the early goals helped also to get that confidence to say, okay, we can play football here. And they did it well. They were putting attention as much as we try to help them with not so much stress at the same time, not trying to change the player in 2 days, but giving some certain inputs that can help them to survive in a game like this one. And if you put all together, playing in a final against, 25,000 spectators with Itu, with Lodge, with Rama, with those players around, it tells you about their personality, and personality it's something very important if you want to make an impact as a football player. So now they need to show that they have the capacity and the professionalism to do this every week. It doesn't matter if they're playing with All-Stars team or with their current teams in DDC. They have to replicate this type of performances and be consistent to make possible to one day be part of their first squad, to be a professional football player, to go overseas. Why not? To have that ambition to be a complete football player. This is just one step, and now they have the opportunity to consolidate in the future, not tomorrow. So take it easy with the boys, but they have the opportunity to sooner than later be a professional football player.
Okay, got 2 questions here in the front. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6. Okay, we'll take,
Zakir from Isola as well. Itu, there were doubts that you were going to be, there were doubts that you were going to take part in this match. How important was it for you to give a decent performance, considering what is happening in your career right now, club-wise?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that has voted for me to be part of the team. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm happy that I contributed positively today.
Okay. No, okay, tell me you go next. It's fine. Go first.
Thank you, Clifford. Can confirm. It took just for you. I think a question would be over here. Would be, when was the last time you heard fans singing your name? Every time you made a save, they sang your praises and stuff like that. And how did it make you feel? As my colleagues said here, that things have not been going so smoothly for you.
I think it's every player's wish when you are on the field to hear the fans chanting your name. It brings the best out of you. And yes, it's been a while, but I'm happy that today I managed to hear them, because I was doing something that they were loving and they were expecting, since they voted for me as one of the goalkeepers to represent the All-Star team. So I'm happy that I was able to bring happiness to them.
Yeah, we'll come that side. Temba,
It's off. All right. Temba Shabalala, Joseph from Sports. Itu, congratulations on the win and the performance was outstanding. Within that space, there was quite a few young players that you played with. In particular, Mfundo Vilagazo, who happens to be your teammate. And Itu got to a Kaizer Chiefs at the age of 10, 12, around that.
12.
Yeah, and now there's Mfundo Vilagazi, but he's not within the first team. Within all the players that we have, where do you think we are short of as a country, seeing that you are a young talent alongside your Happy Jealous, we're a young talent. What needs to be done to have these players playing regularly? I was going to take it to coach, but I know what do you think needs to be done by teams? Is it short of bravery? Is it a short of maybe confidence in the players, or is the PSL too tight? What do you think these players are missing?
All I can say is, yes, I did join the club at the age of 12, but I was developed for 5 years. I managed to get promoted when I was 17, and I also had to wait for my chance. So I think opportunities like this, where Culling Black Label it's offering an opportunity to TDC players, I think it's very important that they grab this opportunity because the game was live and everyone was watching. So I think the only way you can send out a message to say I'm ready and I want to be counted in the first team or amongst the best in the country, I think these are the platforms that gives you the opportunity to get promoted and to showcase your talent. So thanks to Culling for coming up with such a great initiative and giving the DDC and the PSL players combined an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Good evening. Good evening, Letaboganyago, EDSK Times. I have a question for the coach and for Itu. For coach, it's just to take you a little bit back to the question asked by Vuyo on young players, but mine is to focus specifically on the young players from Orlando Pirates that have impressed today. Does that give you, a nice smile to say, with the performances they gave, especially like someone like Mokoni today, that the future looks bright? And for Itu, I don't know if this is controversial or not. Do you know if after this game you're going back to your suspension or not?
Can I go first? I think I was voted to come to represent All Stars today. I honored my call-up. I played, I enjoyed myself, and I don't think this is the right platform to discuss club issues or club matters. So with all due respect, can I speak about the Culling and the All-Star team in today's press conference, please? Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, oops, all right, coach first. Coach,
Yeah, the
you can
question.
respond, yes.
Yeah, look, I try to not see the players this time from where they are coming from. I'm happy with all the youngsters. I was here to try to help all of them. I'm happy with the way to respond of Vilakasi during the game, the different things that we were asking to him, Vicky coming from the bench, Cabo helping us in the midfield, Jabu, all of them, they did a good job, and the future is bright for all of them tomorrow. I mean, they only have to think about tomorrow. What are they going to do tomorrow to recover, to be ready for the next training? That's the future of the young players. They don't have to think that here's Jabu, you see.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, I was speaking about you, Jabu, and they need to stay calm, to be focused, because football is always the last game. You know the story, right? And just focusing the next one, trying to get better the next week. He's going to have the opportunity to train with his team again, hopefully in the future with all of them, with the first teams, because it's where they want to go, but little by little.
Okay, we've got two last questions, unfortunately, and then we have to bring in Jabu. So to be in Matlats, you'll get the last one. And then we'll have two players that have to come in, Lonjo and Jabu too. I'm sorry, those who still had questions. My apologies. Yeah.
Good evening, Coach Itu. Congratulations on the win. Itu, you made your debut 19 years ago. Mfundo is 17 this year. So just to put that into perspective, did being a part of this camp give you an opportunity to maybe have perspective on your own career, thinking the fact that you have such young players now coming up, sharing a change room with you, and also give you an idea of what maybe might happen with you and your future going forward?
Definitely. I also had a dream when I was a youngster, when I was still 17 before I got promoted. The same opportunities that the current TDC players are getting were not there during our days. But I had an opportunity as a reserve team player once a month to play against the first team. And that's how I managed to impress the coaches, and I was also representing national under 20 and under 23. So I think I managed to play and impress because Brian Baloyi was leaving at that time. So Mfundo has to work hard. He mustn't lose hope. His time will come. He just has to be patient with himself. Stop reading whatever people are saying. Just keep on working hard on the field. And when the time is right, the opportunity will come his way. And I think it goes to a lot of other youngsters, not only Mfundo, but the players that he's playing with. He was playing with him to Shabalala. Look what happened, he got promoted. And it's opening doors for everyone that is playing in the DDC, and their games are live on television. They are being watched week in, week out, and they are playing under a huge crowd when they play in the DDC. So it gives them great opportunity to get recognized by the first team coaches, and even to represent the national team under 20, under 23s, and even Bafana. Jaden Adams is another typical example. Stellenbosch missed him today. He's a key player for them, and he's with Bafana going to AFCON. So you see how doors open for these youngsters. So they just have to take their careers serious, follow their hearts, and be patient, because when the other door closes, the other one opens, and it will surely open for them.
Mahlatsi, last question.
My question is for the coach. I know we are laboring too much on this Mfundo issue, but I just want to check something with the coach. Vilakazi is a player who likes to express himself, and he's got skills and all those kinds of things. Did you sort of ask him to restrict himself a bit, or you just?
You think so?
No, I'm asking. Or you allowed him to go there and do his thing?
I mean, I don't used to talk with the players in that terms, you know. Well, the players that I used to work every day with them, they know what I like, what I accept, and what I don't. And even though they know sometimes, you know, it's in their nature, is what they are as football players. I'm not the person to cut their wings, to say, you know, I have to understand the place where I am, understand the context, the environment, the culture, and it cannot be only just saying and then, you know. But then we can discuss about if those skills can be even a little bit more useful to make the team progress, to play a little bit more fast, but it's not the week to do it. It's not my responsibility with the player that you mentioned, you know. And I'm not going to pretend to be his, how can I say, you're putting me in a difficult situation now, as usual. I mean, we know how the players used to express themselves, and especially the youngsters. There's a process also for him for each and every player of his age to capitalize even more the quality that they have, the technical skills. But for like I said before, in a scenario like this, if he needs also for his self-confidence, you know, to show who he is and feel more comfortable on the field, maybe after a couple of tricks to say, you know, encourage himself. I'm fine with that if it's useful for the boy, and I think in that case it was.
Right, Coach, I need to thank you,
Thank
both
you.
of you.
It's a pleasure.
Can I ask?